Guys, I have something really serious to discuss with you. Y'all see what's in my hand? A phone. Yeah, if y'all didn't notice by now, it's a phone. And today, I'm here to tell you that your phone is your prison. This thing right here, this tiny little thing that fits into my hand, is your prison. And honestly, I have become so tired. Let me tell you, lately, just threw that away. Lately, I have been experiencing this hatred growing inside of me, this tiredness of, because I'm so sick and tired of my phone. And not just my phone actually, but technology in general. And the reason is because it completely drains me. It drains me mentally, it drains my attention, it takes my attention away, and that just ruins my whole productive day. I cannot do anything productive when I'm on my phone. It takes my time, it steals my time. And something I will discuss throughout this episode is how can we stop? You know, how do you stop using your phone all day, using technology all day? It has become such a big part of my life, and too big, honestly. I be sitting and I just want to be here and relax, but the first thing I do is pick up my phone. The first thing I do is take this bad boy up. And then when this goes out of battery, I take it away, I charge it, and I go over to another device. Whether that is my iPad, whether that is my laptop, I go to something else to waste my time. My thumb, guys, this is a serious matter. My thumb has started to automatically open up Instagram, open up TikTok, open up Snapchat the moment I turn on my phone. That is just, it's, it knows where the app is and it just goes straight to it. My mind isn't even aware of it, and all of a sudden, oh, here I am scrolling and wasting an hour of my life. I ask myself, how on earth did I end up here? Cause how? How did I end up here? Really? You know, the hour I spent on my phone could have been used on something way more valuable. Like spending time with God. You know what happened to that? Or go on a good walk, go and enjoy nature, go and be with friends. And it doesn't even feel like it's been an hour. It feels like it's just been 10 minutes. And all of a sudden, oh, time is gone. And I know that this isn't just my reality. I am not the only one who has been experiencing this drastic change in my life. My real world has shrinked, and my digital world has just increased and become a bigger part of my life. We all know that it really is that stupid phone. My mom warned me about this thing. She always told me about how I don't get to do everything I should do. I just be sitting inside because of my phone, because of my screens, my devices. It's because of this phone that we don't get to live our lives at its fullest. And it took me long enough to realize. Just think about how much time we spend on this thing. Imagine if we were just as devoted to God as we were to this phone, as we were to other devices. How great wouldn't our spiritual life be? How great wouldn't our relationship with God be? It would have been amazing. And if you don't feel like I do right now, if you feel like what I'm saying is completely, it's a joke, I feel like this episode is going to change your mind. I feel like this episode is gonna make you see what you haven't seen, because we are completely lost and we don't even see it. The old world that we knew of is no longer here. The new has come. So let's dive into the episode. Now, I hope you guys are doing well though. Before I start, I hope you guys are doing well, and thank you so much for the engagement from last episode. And I hope that episode really just freshened up your kind of walk to get to know God's will for you, get to know God's purpose for you. Now, you probably have understood the topic for today. It is technology. It is that we are addicted, and something that used to be our greatest escape from reality has now become our greatest way to destroy our lives. Isn't it crazy? Technology has now become our enemy. It has now become our prison. And let me tell you all about it. Because before, our devices were only used to call and send messages or emails. And I remember that, my grandparents, they always used to have those teeny tiny Nokia phones. And they were only there to send messages or to call. They never used a phone like we do today, a smartphone. They used dumb phones. And it wasn't overstimulating. It wasn't glued to our hand. It wasn't the first thing that we checked in the morning. And we didn't have to bring it with us everywhere we went. Those times were good times because it just showed that we weren't dependent on a dang device. Sorry for the harsh word, but it's true. Simply said, we were not addicted before. But something I've noticed is that for the past years, and especially after the pandemic, everything has been moved online. I mean, our social life is online. Shopping is online. Banking is online. Earning money is online. Buying food is online. You literally don't have to take your eyes off of the device anymore. You can live out of this. You can live a whole life with this. You can, because it is our entire life at this point. And we have become so addicted to this lifestyle that living in the present is no longer enjoyable for many. You have to check this thing. You have to send that message. You have to swipe and just see the next video and tell me, what do we benefit from it? I was binging YouTube last night. What did I benefit from it? I was playing Minecraft this morning. By the way, I love Minecraft. I was playing Minecraft this morning, but what did I benefit from it? I was scrolling through my Instagram feed last night. And honestly, I cannot tell you anything that I've learned. And I know that many of you guys say that you learn a lot from technology and social media. You use it as a search engine. You use it to, stay updated on what is going on all around the world. But let's face it, most of what you watch every single day don't even benefit you. Probably like 5% of what you watch every single day is beneficial. The rest, the other 95%, they be destroying your brain cells. Okay? Those are not good information. And have you ever thought of that we just might be a target? All this dopamine, all of this technology being shoved into our faces. Isn't it? Don't you just feel targeted? And I feel so sad. I feel so bad for my own generation. Because we be scrolling our lives away on this thing. We be scrolling our lives away and we don't even realize it. And what makes us do that? What makes us scroll and scroll for hours upon hours? I've been feeling this myself and I know what it's like. And I believe that many will relate to this. The truth is that we are being controlled by fear. What fear exactly? Not the fear of like, oh, I need a phone. Or, well, maybe. I need a phone because everybody else has a phone. But also because we don't want to miss out. It's the fear of missing out that is the problem. We are afraid of missing out on the latest trend. The latest news, gossip, music, entertainment. We are afraid that we will lose sight, we will be standing behind and everybody will go before us. And not only do we fear of missing out on social media and what is trendy, but we are also afraid of missing out on the real world. Drinking and partying and smoking and doing all the things that teenagers love to do. We are afraid of missing out on everything. So we have to follow every single step that everybody else takes. Is there something else that I've been missing? Because that is what I think of when missing out. What more? Let me know in the comments. Missing out is exactly what we're doing by trying to not miss out. Which might seem a bit confusing, but it's true. We think that it is good for us to stay connected to the digital world, but we forget all about the real world. Even we don't even know if we're talking to a real person or if we are watching real things anymore because of AI. You can watch a TikTok or something and you can believe that it's real, but no, it's actually just AI. And this is probably a little bit out of topic, but AI is really dangerous when you're thinking about it. Just deep inside, it's a bit creepy to know that something that is not alive, that is not a human, is thinking for itself. But that will be for another day. We don't go that deep, but it's truly something we need to be careful of. There is a lot of misinformation online right now because of AI, and it's scary. Now back to missing out, because we are letting this fear control us. We are letting it control us. And I will tell you straight up that we were not made to live out of a screen up our face 24/7. This is not normal. Where is the self-control? Where is our self-control about these things? If you don't believe me, think about this. We be scrolling on our phone, scrolling through TikTok, scrolling through Instagram or YouTube or Facebook. Then, when that phone dies, we go over to our laptop. We go on there, we watch Netflix, we stream, we go on other streaming platforms, and when that dies, we go over to our TV. And after that, we repeat the whole cycle again and again. We use it when we're showering, we use it when we're cooking, we're eating, we're cleaning. We cannot get any freedom from this thing. Do we even get enough? Now, we think that we are missing out if we are not staying on this, but we are missing out on something completely else. We are missing out on our connection with others. Just think about it. When was the last time you had a deep, pure, good, and undistracted conversation with your family? When was the last time y'all ate dinner together without a phone on the table? When was the last time you hung out with your friends, doing something practical, doing something good for you, and not just scrolling on social media on your bed or stalking people on Snapchat? When was the last time you went to see your grandparents? And it's sad, this thing about elderly people, because especially the ones who live in elderly homes, they be missing their family, okay? But they don't get any visitors. They barely get contact with their loved ones. And my mother has told me about this. She works in healthcare and she knows exactly what it's like for them. They be sitting in their room, stuck in there all day, looking at old pictures and memories from the past. And when their family is trying to contact, they do it through the phone. They do it on FaceTime. It's always technology that is in between people. It's always that. There is nothing that is face to face. And that is so sad. I'm an emotional person, so just thinking about it makes me sad. There are so many people out there who don't get true connections because they think they're missing out on social media, but no, they're missing out on having connections with people. They're missing out on having a life. And these old people, they be dying lonely. Have you noticed how that dialogue between people have just not become something real anymore? We be tired of listening to people talk. We'd be tired of just having a conversation. And sometimes I even catch myself in the moment of just wanting to escape the conversation and go into my phone. I see that it's not just me, it's a lot of people out here who try to escape conversations, who try to escape being social because they want to be dopamine. They want to be consumed by technology. You're not consuming it. It is consuming you. Just know that there is more to life than this. It is more to life than scrolling. It is more to life than streaming movies. And it is more to life than watching the news. In Genesis 1 verse 27 tells us that we were made in God's image. It means that we were made for more than this. We were made with a special purpose. And so instead of watching screens, we should connect with people. We should serve our communities. We should be doing good and using our talents to do good. Because Ephesians 2 verse 10 says that we were made to do good things that God has planned for us. Our lives should be filled with love, creativity, purpose. It should be filled with people that we are connecting with. God wants us to focus on what truly matters. And that is not the latest trends. It is not the latest gossip. It is not what your friends did 40 minutes ago. And 1 Peter 5 verse 8 says this: Be alert and sober of mind. Your enemy, the devil, prowls around like a roaring lion looking for someone to devour. The devil is like a roaring lion who is seeking to distract you, seeking to devour you. And he does that, and he's using the tool of technology, the tool of social media to do so. He is leading us away from the truth, from God's truth, and from our purpose by making us endlessly scroll on social media, by making us endlessly watch movies and be just stuck in a digital world, so we can lose contact with the Lord, so we can lose our relationship with God. God has created us as whole beings, with a body, with a mind, with a spirit, and He desires us to nurture all the aspects of our being. But constant digital consumption will drown that still and nice and small voice of God that is in us. And I believe that we have been warned about this by God. He has been trying to tell us constantly, stop being on your phone. Stop being on social media. Stop watching the news so much. I'm trying to contact you. If there's something we're truly missing out on, it's people, but most of all, it's God. God misses us. God misses you. He wants to talk to you. He wants to hear from you. He has so much to tell you. Honestly, he would have a whole he would probably have a whole mailbox for you right now. But are you there? Are you available? Are you there to listen? If we want to save ourselves from this crazy change, if we want to save ourselves from this addiction, then we have to start now. And it starts with you. It starts with every single individual out here. You have to either just go on with your life, go down that rabbit hole of technology and being stuck in there forever, or you step back right now and realize that you have given up on yourself. We have given up on humanity. We have given up on life and the life we were supposed to live. It is like going on the wrong train. You make sure that you get off at the first stop, because if not, the trip back is going to get real expensive. So we need to start right now. We need to react now, because if not, the consequences are going to get bigger and bigger. They're not so bad right now. It could have been better, but it's not too bad. And it is definitely not too late to start. I have seen many people who have started this lately. I've seen so many who tries to change their lifestyle, their routine, so they can stop being addicted. And I see so many trying to get, instead of a smartphone as we have today, they try to get a dumb phone, which basically is one of those very old phones, like a Nokia, or just something that isn't overstimulating, that doesn't give dopamine, that is just there to do what a phone is supposed to do: call, send messages. I see people buying a light phone that is very tiny, and it's so many options out there. So why not you? Why can't you do that same? It is not too late, and I just want to encourage you guys on that. I really realized that and I really want a phone that is like dumb. I actually do have one. I'm just not currently using it. But it's just so much more easier to live with that instead of living with your phone. It has too many distractions. It's too much. And I also have been getting a digital camera, so I can take photos on that instead of taking photos on my phone. So I really like that I have more options. So you can control it. You don't have to be a slave to the devices that you bought with your own money. Come on now. You're better than this. Stop frying your brain with technology. Instead, give your mind to God. And giving your mind to God means that you surrender your thoughts, your worries, your mind, and your mental focus to Him. You're allowing His guidance shape your thinking. You're allowing His guidance giving you the light, the path in life. And you set away time for Him. Instead of letting technology take your attention, you spend time worshiping and praying, reading God's word, talking to God. You let Him become the priority of the day. So now, as someone who has tried millions of ways to stop being addicted to technology, There is only one solution that truly worked for me. And I've been through so many. And no, it is not about limiting your screen time or deleting your apps or changing your color filter. It is none of those stuff. The only thing that truly worked was filling my schedule. I became a busy woman because the only reason you're addicted to this is because you have nothing else to do. So, get something to do, whether that is reading, cooking, fishing, working out, crochet, painting. You can do anything, learn a new skill, just anything, a hobby that benefits you. For then and only then, you won't have any excuse to be on a screen. You won't have any excuse to be consumed by technology. For you are completely booked. So really, do that with your life. Make that a part of your life. Right now, I am about to buy a sewing machine because I want to learn a new skill. I want to use my time right. So from today, stop letting social media, stop letting technology control you. Take your power back. Take your identity back and spend time with God. Give your time, your life, your mind to God. And lastly, understand that you were created to do so much more with your life. You were made to live. So as a human, as someone who can relate, and as someone who is trying to overcome it with you guys, I hope you can take a step back and see where we fell from and consider if we should keep on falling into this digital world or if we should take a step back into reality. It is our choice, and we need to make that choice now before the return trip becomes way too expensive. Thank you guys so much for watching today's episode. I am so happy that I got to take this talk in this topic. I needed to get some of that into my own mind and get some of that into yours as well. God wants us to get away from this technology and get away from it before it destroys us. Now, thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Make sure that you share this episode with somebody you know is gonna need it, because I feel like this was about to reach somebody out there, somebody who needs to know how they can take a step back. And not only should you subscribe here, subscribe to my newsletter, for I update it every single week. Now I'll see you next Sunday. God bless you guys.